Have you ever taken a bite of a fresh, juicy fruit believing you're doing something good for your body, only to feel dizzy, tired, or strangely unwell afterward? What if those healthy fruits you've trusted for years were actually doing silent harm to your body? Some of them can spike your blood sugar, stress your kidneys, or even interact with your medications, and most people have no idea it's happening. Today, we're uncovering the dangerous fruits seniors should never eat, and revealing which ones may quietly shorten your lifespan. Stay with me until the end, because you'll also learn about safe and delicious alternatives that support your health, and one of them might even protect your life. Let's begin with fruit number 1. Starfruit, the hidden danger. At first glance, starfruit, also called carambola, looks like a harmless tropical treat. Its bright yellow color, crisp texture, and tangy sweetness make it seem like the perfect source of vitamin C and fiber. Yet beneath that cheerful exterior lies a serious threat for older adults. For seniors, especially those with kidney problems, this fruit can quietly turn from a refreshing snack into a life-threatening risk. The hidden danger lies in a compound called caramboxin, a potent neurotoxin found naturally in starfruit. For people with healthy kidneys, this toxin is easily filtered out and causes no harm. But for many seniors, especially the 1 in 3 who unknowingly live with reduced kidney function, it can quietly build up in the bloodstream with dangerous results. Once caramboxin accumulates, it doesn't just cause a little discomfort. It can disturb the nervous system, starting with subtle signs like dizziness, confusion, or a faint sense of unease. But these mild symptoms can quickly spiral into more severe reactions, persistent vomiting, seizures, and in the worst cases, even coma. The change can happen so fast that most people never realize their starfruit smoothie was the trigger until it's too late. Take John, a 72-year-old retiree from Florida who prided himself on living healthily. Wanting to add variety to his diet, he began blending starfruit into his morning smoothies with spinach and yogurt, convinced he was doing something good for his body. At first, he felt fine, but within a week, subtle warning signs began to appear, signals his body was trying to send before things took a dangerous turn. John soon began noticing unsettling changes, moments where he couldn't recall names, forgot appointments, and felt dizzy just walking to the mailbox. Fatigue hit him so hard that even getting up from the couch felt impossible. He assumed it was just part of getting older. But one afternoon, his body gave out completely. He collapsed in his living room, too weak to stand or call for help. His family rushed him to the hospital, where doctors ran test after test before uncovering the shocking cause: starfruit-induced neurotoxicity brought on by mild kidney impairment, something John never even knew he had. After several days of treatment and a slow recovery, he admitted, "I never imagined a simple fruit could land me in the hospital." John's story isn't rare. It's a warning backed by science. The National Kidney Foundation has repeatedly cautioned that for seniors with even mild kidney dysfunction, eating just one starfruit can trigger severe neurological symptoms. What makes it so alarming is how quietly kidney issues can progress. Many older adults live with reduced kidney function without realizing it, overlooking subtle signs like fatigue, swelling in the ankles, puffiness around the eyes, or small changes in urination, until it's too late. By the time most seniors notice something is wrong, the damage may already have begun. Fortunately, there are plenty of safer tropical fruit alternatives. Asian pears, with their crisp texture and gentle sweetness, make an excellent substitute without the hidden risks. Dragon fruit, bright and refreshing, offers the same exotic appeal and antioxidants, but is completely safe for all ages. Both fruits are now easy to find in grocery stores and local markets, making them simple, healthy swaps that protect your well-being. So the next time you're tempted by the starfruit's tropical charm, pause for a moment. It might not be worth the risk. Now, let's look at fruit number 2, grapes, the sweet deceiver. Grapes are a favorite in fruit bowls everywhere. Their convenience, sweetness and juicy flavor make them seem like a perfect, heart-healthy snack rich in antioxidants, like resveratrol. But for seniors, this innocent-looking fruit can pose hidden dangers, especially for the nearly half of Americans over 65 living with diabetes or prediabetes. The first red flag lies in their surprisingly high sugar content. While it's true that grapes contain natural sugars rather than refined ones, the amount they pack is surprisingly high. Just one small cup, about a handful, contains around 23 grams of sugar, equal to nearly 4 cubes of pure sugar. To make matters worse, grapes sit high on the glycemic index, meaning they digest quickly and cause blood sugar to surge within minutes. For seniors dealing with insulin resistance or diabetes, that sudden spike can bring on symptoms like fatigue, dizziness, and irritability. Over time, it can also contribute to more serious complications such as nerve damage, kidney strain, and vision problems. Take Patricia, a 68-year-old grandmother from Chicago who decided to trade her afternoon cookies for a big bowl of red grapes, believing it was a healthier habit. At first, she felt proud of her choice, snacking on fruit instead of sugar-laden treats. But after a couple of weeks, her energy dipped sharply. She found herself feeling drained by midday, her moods fluctuated, and her vision blurred, making it difficult to read her prescription bottles. Concerned, Patricia visited her doctor, who discovered her blood sugar levels had become dangerously unstable, the direct result of excess sugar from her healthy grapes clashing with her pre-diabetic condition. She was stunned to learn that even a fruit as innocent as grapes could have such an effect on her health. "I never imagined something as simple and healthy as grapes could throw my body so out of balance," Patricia admitted. Her experience reveals an important truth. Even natural foods can become risky when we overlook how aging changes the body. But sugar isn't the only hidden danger in grapes. They're also one of the top choking hazards for seniors, a risk that increases with age. As we grow older, our swallowing reflex slows, and muscle coordination weakens, making it harder to manage certain foods. Because of their smooth, slippery skin and round shape, grapes can easily slide down the throat too quickly and become lodged, blocking the airway. The National Safety Council reports a 30% rise in choking incidents involving grapes among older adults over the last 5 years, a statistic that's hard to ignore. For seniors who wear dentures, experience dry mouth, or already struggle with swallowing, the danger is even higher. Thankfully, there are safer and equally satisfying options. Fresh berries, like blueberries, raspberries, or blackberries, are naturally lower in sugar, gentler on blood glucose, and packed with brain-boosting antioxidants. Their smaller size also reduces the risk of choking. Another smart choice is melon, such as cantaloupe or honeydew, cut into small, bite-sized cubes. It offers the same refreshing sweetness and hydration, but with a softer, easier-to-chew texture. And if you still choose to enjoy grapes, it's wise to take simple precautions to make them safer. Always slice grapes into quarters to reduce the risk of choking, and limit your portion to about 6 pieces to help keep blood sugar steady. Pairing them with a protein-rich snack, like a slice of cheese or a few nuts, can also slow sugar absorption and prevent sudden spikes. So before grabbing that next bunch of grapes, take a moment to ask yourself, could there be a smarter, safer choice? Now, let's turn to fruit number 3, oranges, the blood sugar trap. Oranges have long been celebrated as a nutritional powerhouse, packed with vitamin C, antioxidants, and that refreshing, zesty flavor we associate with good health. Yet for many older adults, this citrus favorite can hide some unexpected risks. For seniors managing acid reflux, medication sensitivities, or dental issues, oranges can quietly turn from a healthy habit into a source of discomfort. The main culprit lies in their high acidity. As we age, the lower esophageal sphincter, the muscle that keeps stomach acid from flowing back up, naturally weakens. This makes acid reflux and heartburn far more common. In fact, studies show that more than 60% of adults over 60 experience acid reflux occasionally, and citrus fruits like oranges are among the top triggers. Take Margaret, a 73-year-old retiree from Minnesota, for example. For years, she began every morning with a tall glass of freshly squeezed orange juice, believing it strengthened her immune system and kept colds away. But instead of feeling healthier, she spent countless nights jolted awake by burning heartburn that left her throat raw and her sleep disrupted. It wasn't until a routine doctor's visit that she discovered the real culprit, her daily orange juice. Once she cut oranges out of her diet, the nighttime discomfort disappeared, and she finally enjoyed peaceful sleep again. Margaret's story highlights a broader truth. What seems like a healthy routine can sometimes backfire for older adults. Beyond acid reflux, oranges can also interfere with over 50 common medications used to treat blood pressure, cholesterol, and depression. According to the Mayo Clinic, consuming oranges or orange juice within 2 hours of taking these medications can alter how the body absorbs them, reducing their effectiveness or increasing side effects. The natural compounds in oranges can block certain gut enzymes, causing too much or too little of a drug to stay in the bloodstream. And that's not all. As we age, our tooth enamel naturally thins, leaving teeth more vulnerable to erosion. The citric acid in oranges, though refreshing to the palate, can gradually wear away this protective layer, leading to sensitivity and long-term dental damage. For seniors, this acidity can lead to tooth sensitivity, more frequent cavities, and even irreversible enamel erosion, problems that cause not only discomfort but also expensive dental treatments. So, what can an older adult do when craving a boost of vitamin C? Fortunately, oranges aren't the only option. Red bell peppers actually contain even more vitamin C than oranges, without the harsh acidity that triggers reflux. Kiwi is another excellent choice. Rich in nutrients, gentle on the stomach, and easy to digest. And if oranges remain your favorite fruit, a few smart precautions can make them safer. Avoid eating them on an empty stomach, since acidity is strongest then. Try diluting orange juice with equal parts water to reduce its potency, and never consume it within 2 hours of taking medication. Now let's talk about fruit number 4, avocados, the hidden calorie trap. Avocados are often praised as a superfood for their creamy texture, heart-healthy fats, and abundance of vitamins and minerals. The benefits are real. They support cardiovascular health and provide valuable fiber. But for older adults, this green favorite can sometimes turn from a nutritional ally into a quiet adversary. The main concern lies in their calorie density, along with potential medication interference and allergic reactions that can easily go unnoticed. A single medium avocado contains about 240 calories, nearly the same as a full meal for many older adults. As metabolism naturally slows with age, the body requires fewer calories to function efficiently, a point emphasized by the American Heart Association. Without mindful portion control, frequent avocado consumption can quietly lead to weight gain, putting added strain on the joints, heart, and overall mobility. Take Robert, a 75-year-old from Denver who joined the avocado toast trend, replacing his usual breakfast with what he believed was a healthier option. 3 months later, he was shocked to find he'd gained 12 pounds. The extra weight worsened his joint pain and made simple activities like climbing stairs unexpectedly difficult. "I thought I was doing my body a favor," he said, "but I never realized how those calories were adding up until my doctor explained it." His story serves as a reminder that even healthy foods can backfire when calorie intake exceeds what an aging body needs. But weight gain is only part of the concern. Avocados can also interfere with important medications. Their high vitamin K content, while beneficial in small amounts, can counteract blood thinners like warfarin, increasing the risk of dangerous blood clots, a complication that can quickly turn life-threatening if overlooked. Avocados are also packed with potassium, a nutrient often praised for supporting heart health. Yet for older adults with kidney disease or heart conditions, too much potassium can throw the body's balance off, causing potentially serious complications. Their interactions with blood pressure medications and certain antidepressants make avocados a fruit that must be approached with caution. Perhaps the most surprising risk is allergic reaction. For seniors with latex sensitivities, a group that includes roughly 6% of adults over 65, Avocados can trigger unexpected responses. The proteins in avocados closely resemble those found in latex, which can provoke anything from mild itching or stomach discomfort to severe breathing difficulties. Even lifelong avocado lovers may suddenly develop this sensitivity later in life, turning a once-beloved fruit into an unexpected threat. For those unwilling to give up avocados entirely, moderation is key. Limit portions to about a quarter of an avocado per day, pair it with lighter foods for balance, and always stay alert to any unusual reactions. Craving that creamy texture? Try olive oil over vegetables or a small handful of walnuts or almonds. Both offer heart-healthy fats without the calorie overload or medication conflicts. Thank you for your valuable time. Fruit number 4. Avocados, the hidden fat bomb. Now let's turn to another summer favorite, watermelon. Juicy, hydrating, and irresistibly sweet, it's often seen as the perfect refreshment on hot afternoons. With its vibrant red color and crisp texture, watermelon has long been celebrated as a symbol of health and vitality. But for older adults, this seemingly harmless fruit can bring unexpected risks, especially for those managing heart disease, kidney issues, or diabetes. While it's true that watermelon is over 90% water, its high natural sugar content and elevated glycemic index make it less innocent than it appears. This combination can disrupt blood sugar control and fluid balance, two critical factors for seniors. One major concern is how quickly it raises blood glucose. Despite its watery texture, watermelon's glycemic index is surprisingly high. In fact, the American Diabetes Association notes that just 2 cups of diced watermelon can spike blood sugar almost as fast as a can of soda. For seniors with diabetes or insulin resistance, such rapid surges can upset carefully maintained glucose stability, triggering fatigue, irritability, or even serious long-term complications. And the risks don't stop there. Its potassium and water content can also complicate matters, particularly for those with aging kidneys or fluid retention problems. For those with heart conditions or taking diuretics, medications often prescribed to manage blood pressure or fluid buildup, eating too much watermelon can upset the body's delicate fluid balance. This overload can trigger swelling, edema, shortness of breath, and even increased strain on the heart. Take Betty, a 78-year-old retiree from Arizona, for example. Wanting to stay hydrated in the desert heat, she made watermelon her go-to snack. Each day, she enjoyed its cool, refreshing sweetness, unaware of the silent risk building inside her body. Within days, her legs began to swell, and she struggled to breathe after simple activities. Concerned, her family rushed her to the hospital, where doctors discovered that fluid retention had put dangerous pressure on her heart. They explained that the combination of watermelon's high water and potassium content had overwhelmed her system, especially while taking heart medication. For many older adults like Betty, this risk is far from rare. Nearly 40% of people over 65 have reduced kidney function, making watermelon's potassium load particularly risky. As the kidneys weaken, they can't efficiently filter out excess potassium, leading to hyperkalemia, a condition that can cause irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, and, in severe cases, heart failure. So, how can older adults stay hydrated and refreshed without falling into these hidden traps? Fortunately, there are safer, smarter alternatives. Sliced cucumber infused in water offers a crisp, refreshing boost without the sugar surge or potassium overload. And for those craving a hint of sweetness, frozen berries, like blueberries or raspberries, make an excellent choice. They release sugar more slowly, helping maintain stable blood glucose levels. If watermelon still holds a special place on your summer table, moderation is key. Limit portions to about half a cup, or 75 grams per serving, and pair it with a protein-rich food such as a few almonds or a slice of cheese. This simple combination helps slow sugar absorption and keeps energy steady. It's also best to avoid eating it late in the evening to prevent overnight fluid buildup. Fruit number 5, watermelon, the fluid balance disruptor. Now let's turn to another tropical favorite, papaya. Praised for its bright orange color and the digestive enzyme papain, it's long been hailed as a natural remedy for sluggish digestion and bloating. But for seniors, this so-called superfruit can carry hidden risks, from medication interactions and allergic reactions to digestive discomforts that can outweigh its supposed benefits. What appears to be a gentle, gut-friendly fruit can quickly become a source of trouble for older adults. One major concern is papaya's interference with prescription medications, which are vital to managing senior health. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, papaya can affect the way the body processes several key drugs, including blood thinners like warfarin, diabetes medications such as metformin, and even certain antibiotics. The enzyme, papain, while helpful for digestion, can dangerously amplify the effects of anticoagulants, increasing the risk of bruising or internal bleeding, especially concerning for seniors with fragile skin or balance issues. For those managing diabetes, papaya's natural sugars and enzyme activity can also interfere with how insulin and oral medications work, leading to unpredictable blood sugar swings that are difficult to manage. Take Helen, a 71-year-old from San Diego, for example. A friend recommended she eat papaya daily to improve digestion. Within weeks, she began noticing unsettling changes. Her blood pressure medication seemed less effective, and her blood sugar became erratic. After consulting her doctor, Helen learned that papaya was quietly disrupting her prescriptions, throwing her body's balance off course. And that's not all. Papaya can also trigger allergic reactions in some older adults. Studies show that around 35% of seniors with latex allergies may react to papaya due to a shared protein structure, a phenomenon known as cross-reactivity. For some older adults, papaya sensitivity may start mildly, with an itchy mouth, slight throat irritation, or a queasy stomach. But in others, it can escalate quickly, causing swelling, difficulty breathing, or even anaphylaxis, a life-threatening allergic reaction. What's surprising is that this sensitivity can develop later in life, catching even long-time papaya lovers completely off guard. To make matters worse, while papaya is often praised as a natural digestive aid, it can have the opposite effect for seniors with acid reflux, gastritis, or sensitive stomachs. Instead of soothing, the enzyme papain may irritate the stomach lining, leading to bloating, burning, or persistent discomfort. As one geriatric specialist noted, many of my patients over 60 once found papaya comforting, but now it causes more harm than good. Thankfully, there are gentler, safer alternatives to support healthy digestion. Probiotic-rich foods, such as plain Greek yogurt or fermented vegetables like sauerkraut and kimchi, can nurture gut health without risking irritation or medication conflicts. Likewise, ginger tea, brewed from fresh root or a quality tea bag, offers a natural anti-inflammatory boost that helps calm bloating and nausea. For those who still enjoy papaya, caution is key. Always check with your doctor or pharmacist for potential medication interactions. Avoid eating papaya on an empty stomach and start small, just 2 or 3 bite-sized pieces, about 50 grams, to see how your body responds. Bananas are a beloved staple around the world, easy to carry, naturally sweet, and often praised for their rich potassium content. They're commonly seen as the perfect energy boost or muscle-supporting snack for people of all ages. But for seniors, this potassium-packed fruit can come with hidden dangers, especially for those with weakened kidneys, heart conditions, or certain medication routines. While potassium is essential for nerve function, muscle movement, and keeping the heartbeat steady, maintaining its proper balance becomes harder with age. As the body's filtering system slows down, even healthy-looking seniors may unknowingly accumulate too much potassium in their blood. In fact, studies show that about 40% of adults over 65 experience some level of kidney decline, often without clear symptoms until complications appear. What seems like a harmless banana can, for some, quietly push their potassium levels past the safe threshold, turning a once beneficial fruit into a silent health risk. When the kidneys can no longer efficiently filter out excess potassium, it begins to build up in the bloodstream, leading to a dangerous condition known as hyperkalemia. This imbalance can cause irregular heart rhythms, muscle weakness, fatigue, and in severe cases, even sudden cardiac arrest, a life-threatening emergency. Take James, a 74-year-old retiree from Texas, as a sobering example. For years, he enjoyed eating 2 bananas every day, believing they fueled his energy and supported his active lifestyle. But one morning, he suddenly felt dizzy, weak, and noticed his heart pounding erratically. At the hospital, doctors discovered that his potassium levels had reached a critical level, placing him at serious risk of a heart arrhythmia, a potentially fatal condition. The culprit? His daily banana habit. His doctor advised him to cut back immediately, warning that even healthy foods can turn risky when the body's filtering system slows with age. And potassium isn't the only concern. Bananas are also high in natural sugars, mostly fast-digesting carbohydrates that can send blood sugar levels soaring, creating another hidden challenge for seniors managing diabetes or insulin resistance. For seniors living with diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance, bananas can trigger rapid blood sugar spikes, followed by sudden crashes, leaving them tired and sluggish instead of energized. While grabbing a banana may seem like an easy, healthy choice, the aftermath can often outweigh the benefits. So, what's a safer alternative for older adults looking for fruit that won't overwhelm their system? Berries, such as strawberries, blueberries, or raspberries, are an excellent option. These small but powerful fruits are packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber, while keeping sugar and potassium levels low, making them gentle on both kidneys and blood sugar. If it's the creamy texture of bananas you love, try replacing them with a baked sweet potato. It offers slow-releasing carbohydrates, fiber, and steady energy without the blood sugar roller coaster. For those who can't give up bananas entirely, moderation and timing are key. Limit your portion to half a banana per serving, avoid eating it on an empty stomach, and consult your doctor if you're taking medications such as diuretics or ACE inhibitors, which can alter potassium balance. As we've now uncovered the hidden dangers behind 7 seemingly healthy fruits, let's take a moment to reflect on how small, informed choices can protect your health and keep your golden years truly vibrant. You might be wondering, aren't fruits supposed to be healthy? That's a fair question. Fruits are indeed packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber, and for most of our lives, they're considered a cornerstone of good nutrition. But as we age, the rules begin to change. What once nourished the body effortlessly in your 30s or 40s may not work the same way in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. The truth is, not all fruits are suitable for every stage of life. As we get older, the body undergoes subtle yet important shifts that affect how it processes food, even something as natural as fruit. Metabolism slows, meaning sugars and calories linger longer instead of being burned off efficiently. The digestive system becomes more sensitive, producing less stomach acid, which makes it harder to break down certain compounds. Meanwhile, vital organs like the kidneys, liver, and heart lose some of their youthful strength, forcing them to work harder to filter toxins and maintain balance. This is why these changes matter. Declining kidney function, a natural part of aging, can reduce the body's ability to clear out excess potassium from fruits, like bananas, watermelon, or avocados. Even toxins like caramboxin found in star fruit can overwhelm older kidneys, leading to serious complications. At the same time, sugar sensitivity rises. With insulin resistance and diabetes becoming more common among seniors, fruits high in natural sugars, such as grapes, ripe bananas, or watermelon, can cause sharp blood sugar spikes followed by crashes. Add to that weaker digestion from lower stomach acid and slower gut movement, and it becomes clear why choosing the right fruits becomes essential for healthy aging. As digestion slows with age, acidic fruits like oranges and papaya can begin to irritate the stomach lining, leading to acid reflux, bloating, or persistent discomfort. Then there's the issue of medication interactions, a concern many older adults overlook. Seniors often depend on daily prescriptions, such as blood pressure medications, blood thinners, or diuretics, and certain fruits can interfere with how these drugs work. For instance, both oranges and papayas can alter absorption or amplify effects, potentially causing complications like elevated blood pressure or increased bleeding risk. These changes don't mean fruit should disappear from your diet, but they do require a more thoughtful, balanced approach to what you eat and how much. One common misconception among seniors is the natural equals safe mindset. It's easy to assume that if something grows from the earth, it must be harmless, but that's not always true. Honey, while pure and natural, contains as much sugar as candy, posing risks for those managing blood glucose. Nuts, though rich in healthy fats and protein, can add excess calories and strain digestion if eaten in large amounts. In the same way, even the healthiest fruits can become problematic when our aging bodies process them differently than before. Even salt, though completely natural, becomes harmful in excess, raising blood pressure and straining the kidneys. The same principle applies to fruits. What qualifies as a superfood for a young, active person might become a hidden hazard for an older adult managing chronic health conditions. In nutrition, context is everything. Instead of focusing only on what to avoid, it's wiser to shift attention to the fruits that truly support aging bodies. The best options are those low in sugar, gentle on digestion, and safe for kidney and heart health by keeping potassium and acidity in check. Here are some of the most senior-friendly choices. Berries, such as strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries, are rich in antioxidants, low in sugar, and known to boost brain health. They make a light yet powerful snack. Apples provide plenty of fiber with moderate sugar and are easy to digest. Slice them thinly or cook them if chewing is difficult. Pears are softer, soothing for digestion, and offer steady energy with their fiber content. Kiwi stands out for its vitamin C without the harsh acidity of oranges, making it easy on the stomach. And melons, like cantaloupe or honeydew, are refreshing and hydrating, with less sugar and potassium than watermelon. By choosing wisely, seniors can still enjoy the pleasure and nutrition of fruit, without putting their health at unnecessary risk. It's all about making smarter, safer choices that let your body thrive at every stage of life. Aging naturally brings changes. Our metabolism slows, our organs work harder, and our bodies become less forgiving of small dietary mistakes. A fruit that once felt like a harmless indulgence may now carry unexpected risks. But that doesn't mean you're limited to dull or flavorless choices. With a few smart swaps, you can still enjoy vibrant, nourishing foods while protecting your health. Try replacing oranges with red bell peppers for a vitamin C boost without the acidity. Choose cucumbers over watermelon to stay hydrated without overloading sugar or potassium. Or swap grapes for berries to enjoy sweetness that keeps your blood sugar stable. These small, mindful adjustments can make a big difference, helping you preserve energy, strengthen immunity, and feel your best every single day. Your well-being is worth the effort. With the right knowledge and a little awareness, you can savor the fruits you love while avoiding the hidden dangers that often catch older adults by surprise. So, what's your favorite fruit? And have you noticed how your body reacts to it over time? Reflect on what you've learned today. Maybe it's choosing berries instead of grapes to protect your blood sugar, or saying goodbye to star fruit to support your kidneys. Take care of yourself, stay mindful of what nourishes you, and remember, your health is your greatest investment. Wishing you good health, happiness, and peace. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Healthy Aging Blueprint.